So we have a new year, new you is one of the things that we're saying, and we're super excited about it. We have actually a 12-month science, clinical, and marketing plan. So I'm going to start by explaining to everyone a little bit about what will be rolled out this year, and then I will go into our products. But I am going to give a little brief overview. And I am still going to do some giveaways today on the call. So Patrick has to be ready. He's my partner in crime. I tell Clayton that every time Clayton says something, I'm like, well, Patrick did it. But anyway, I am going to start by saying this is for educational purposes only. It's not intended for medical advice or to substitute for medical advice of a physician or other qualified healthcare professional. You should not use this information for diagnosing a health or fitness problem or disease. You should always consult with a doctor or other healthcare professional for medical advice or information about diagnosis and treatment. We need to change those last two words, Tiger, because they're blended in together. Not to be used for sales or marketing purposes. Root does not claim to cure any disease or illness. I do not claim to cure any disease or illness. Our goal is to help people throughout the world. And this year, you're going to see some changes. I just worked on an actual outline that we're going to go over after this call. We just got off of a marketing call, which Patrick knows was it's really busy because we have a lot to do this year. But I'm taking a little bit of a different approach, and let me explain that. We have built this up to the point that we have case studies and we have registries and we have all kinds of information. Patrick, is everything okay?
Yeah, there was a loud noise outside my office and I was wondering what it was.
It scared me. That's why I heard it too.
They're moving a desk.
Okay. But I took a different approach. In fact, if Patrick has time today, I'm sure we have a lot of materials to go over. We have a weight loss book that's going to be launched this year about sculpting and toning. We have a longevity program and book we're going to launch. We're looking at doing apps, so you guys have those. We have a sexual education book we are launching, and we have new products coming out. We have a whole new skincare line that we will add to Reno that has different steps to it, so people with different types of skin can use it. We have the peptides that we're rolling out and the weight loss. We also have shampoo and the toothpaste finally that we will have by the end of this year. So we have a lot, and we have a lot of commitments that we've made as well. And I took an approach over between Thanksgiving and Christmas of looking at all of our products and figuring out a different way and a different type of approach. So for example, I did a paper on Clean Slate and how it affects the skin. I did a paper on how all of our products affect the microbiome in the gut. We will not be just in a niche. So what I mean by that is everyone thinks of Clean Slate as a detoxification program, but anyone that knows me knows that I've used Clean Slate on my face when I've had skin cancer. And again, I don't claim anything, but I've used Restore and Clean Slate. I take Immune Defense Shield. I take all of the Trinity and all of our products. I tried taking a break, just so everyone knows, from Clean Slate and Zero In during part of the holiday. It did not work well. My mood was not as great, and I could not remember things as well. And because I've had cancer and because I've had Lyme disease, Clean Slate is something that really impacts me if I stop taking it. But what I decided to do was take an approach where if people were not in the root community, we would be able to talk about products, and not just for detox or not just for supplements and support, but we would be able to talk about products in different ways, like reversal of aging, like gut health and everything else, because we have the information, but we have these niches. So from a scientific medical marketing perspective, you're going to see some changes this year. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us. But the reason we're doing it is so we can touch more people through the root community, and so we can educate even more. So today is an overview of the root products. Next week, just so you guys know, you're going to hear about the weight loss product. The whole deck will be on weight loss. We will also do something on clean spirits where I dial in even more into clean spirits. And then, of course, I will be traveling over to Europe. And when we get back, I will go into the peptide formula and how we can help people with working out as far as overall health, as well as overall health. So you're going to see a lot of differences. So let's talk today about the products that we have and the products that we should know. And you're going to hear a little bit of a different spin on them. Let's walk through these and go over them. Now, some of the names have changed, like Mitochondria Defense is now Immune Defense Shield because of Germany. We couldn't use the name. And I think we changed some of the, I think Good Morning Minerals is correct though now, right, Patrick? Yeah.
Yes.
So you see that we have a lot. Now, you may notice in the middle, Sculpt and Crush. So I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek into those two products. I do not have all of the new skincare products on here because we won't be launching those until March or April. But I do have the ones we will be launching through February on this particular deck. And again, I will drill down into this later, but you're going to have an overview of this stuff today. So let's go through the next slide. Let's talk about Clean Slate. Clean Slate has a proprietary technique that I think you guys know. I worked on this product in 2015. Is everything okay? Oh, thank you. I worked on the product through in 2015, and then I kept working on the product. I think there's other products out there. I want to say this again that I worked on. I don't benefit from that financially, but there's been things I've done as a scientist, many things actually, that I don't benefit from financially, that I worked on different projects, and I really wanted to just get products out there to help people. This particular product was really important to me. I think most of you guys know that the first version of this, I just wanted samples because I needed it for me and for my family. I've had Lyme disease. When I had Lyme disease, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, which I don't believe I ever had. I think they just diagnosed me as that because of the complications of Lyme disease. And there's been different types of cancer that I've had as well. My family, like almost every family, has suffered from different issues with their hearts, with cancer, with memory loss like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, lots of different disorders. So I really wanted this particular formula to help me and to help my family, because the problem is there's not a lot of things out there in the market that can support a body naturally, that can help really clean out a body and get rid of the stuff it doesn't need. My target was, we may need to mute some people, Patrick. My target with this product was to be able to help people with autoimmune disorders or diseases, but also to help people day to day that had issues. I did not predict, of course, the exact date that the pandemic would happen. I did understand that our environment and our whole system of this world was in distress, and that we were going to continue to have issues. I did understand that when there were scientists all over the world working on vaccines and antivirals and working in labs, that some of those could get out and could impact people. And I also understood even if they didn't get out, our environment was toxic and we had to have help. The World Economic Forum, which a lot of people don't like, the World Health Organization, which a lot of people don't like, the CDC, the governments, if you read all the things they've pushed out since the 1980s, they've discussed that. And here's one thing I do. I don't believe I'm a conspiracy theorist, but here's what I do. I read things on the internet. I listen to both sides. And I always know that if a report is coming out from an organization, that I need to pay attention, because it means something is going to happen. And a lot of times it's not something positive. So I want you guys to know that this product was not created just for what happened, but we were able to help people all over the world, whether they were vaccinated or not. We were able to help people with their overall health through this product. What we didn't talk enough about Clean Slate, let's go to the next slide, Tiger. We didn't talk enough about probably the label. So you guys had lots of questions, and I'm dealing with the UAE right now on this, because if you look at our label, it talks about basically the other ingredients like Clino and potassium sorbate and seawater, which are your trace minerals. But it shows vitamin C, right? And I wanted to address this with everyone today. Vitamin C is a product that is, if it's formulated the right way and made in the right way, it's able to really provide impact, which is why some people with cancer or autoimmune disorders will do like 2,000 to 2,500 milligrams of vitamin C a day through an IV, right? I wanted to create a formula by using catalyst that would work synergetically together and go throughout the body and not harm the body, but support the body while we were cleaning out everything inside. I did understand that we would have to have additional products that would help. So let's think about this as a group. If you have hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands of a world which has been impacted by pollution and by different innovations, which were positive for populations at one point, but can turn into something negative like GMOs, you've got to have a way to get them out. And if they've been concentrated throughout our world and our bodies for generations to generations, that's something we have to do every day. That's something we have to focus on. Now, some people may take a break from clean slate. There are some people that will take clean spirits during different part and then take less clean slate. Everyone is different. Our case studies are showing that some people after 3 to 9 to 12 months will take a couple of week breaks. Some people will do it after 4 to 6 weeks. Everyone is different. People ask me, what do I do? And again, my body, because I've been through so much and I have been sick, I think we've all, let me be honest, we've all been sick in some format or another. We all are right now, let's be honest with each other right now. There's viruses all around us. It's probably one of the worst Januaries we've seen as healthcare professionals because everyone is sick and they're sharing all these illnesses with each other. So this was just a start of how you could impact your body. It is not, when you say to me, is this the most important product at Root? It is a foundational step for most people, but everybody's body is different. I'll say it again. Everybody's body is different, and some people can only take 1 drop of clean slate. Some people, like me, can take 50 drops of clean slate. So everyone is different, but I want you guys to know this is not just something that's helping detox or clean the body. It's also helping with the microbiome. It's helping with the communication of neurotransmitters. It's helping with the silica in the skin because you really have a silica-based product in grain. And I thought, you know, our product, our label was supposed to say silica. And so we have different labels. And the reason this label is up here is to let everybody know there are different labels that are still out there. It's the same formula. I did integrate trace minerals in the form of a particular type of seawater that would really work along with this formulation, but basically pulled out the silica, cleaned the actual clino or zeolite. So it no longer was exactly that. It was a different fragment and particle of that. So it could go into the body in a more effective way and impact the body. If you guys ask me why most scientists don't understand this, well, I don't even know where they would have learned it in school. Most scientists have not studied how to make products like this, and they have not worked on formulations like this. We are a unique case. We've had more criticism, more fighting, more legal issues over this product than any other product because this product has helped a lot of people, right? But if you feel like you need a break from this product and that you want to take a break because you want to focus on restoring your body with Restore or ReLive Greens, then absolutely do that. Do I think you will get sick if you do that? I think everybody's body is different. I think this is a foundational product for most people that they will have to take or should take. I shouldn't say anyone should have to take, but should take periodically or every day throughout their life. But I do understand people taking a break because I have to tell you, cleaning out the inside of your body is difficult, right? And I will say this a step further. Some people need to go to a higher dose of clean slate. Some people are doing that organically by taking clean spirits with clean slate, and they don't realize it, but you're compounding upon that. So it's going to a higher level. You're trying to clean out all the pathways in the body. Our body is a city and it's communicating and it's talking, right? You've got to clean all of it out. So I had a WhatsApp the other day about about basically an individual who was having sexual dysfunction. And for whatever reason, Clean Slate, this is what the text said, for whatever reason, Clean Slate helped with the sexual dysfunction. And I was asked why. The reason it can help with sexual dysfunction is your body's got to unblock and clean out for your organs, including a penis or a vagina or whatever organ it is, to work more effectively. This is not a sensitive topic. This is a topic about your body and your life. And you need to understand every organ of your body is important, whether it's a sexual organ or whether it's a penis or a vagina, or whether it's your lungs or whether it's your bladder or your pancreas, they're all important and they're all connected. So being able to really clean things out in your body is extremely important. And Clean Slate is one of the most effective products I've ever taken that have helped me do that. Yes, I did this product, but for me, it's also been one of the most impactful products on my body. If you look at the benefits, which is on the next slide, it shows, we talk a lot about toxins and heavy metals. I want to drill down on this though. When I say heavy metals and toxins, toxins include viruses, bacteria, parasites, and fungus, and pollution, and everything else in our world. We know that we are bombarded by these things. And this causes inflammation. We have all of this inflammation in our body. And what happens is your body then can't absorb nutrients. So you could take 1 million vitamins and minerals, and if your nutrient binding site is blocked, you won't be able to get the benefit from that, which is why I believe Clean Slate is so important. There are some antibacterial and antiviral properties to this particular product because of how it started with Clino and how important it is in even cleaning water. And your body is composed mainly of water, right? So it's really important to be able to clean that out, and you want to heal and regenerate the body. So that was the focus of this particular product. But that doesn't mean it didn't promote digestion and gut health, and it didn't increase energy production. All of that is connected. Again, you guys have to make sure that you are focusing on your body and drinking lots of water, and I say this a lot, or green tea, lots of fluids to get things out. If you take Clean Slate and you're not drinking a lot of, or Clean Spirits, and you're not drinking a lot of water, or a lot of green tea, or a lot of liquids to get things out of your body, then you are not getting the full benefit of this product. It's very, very important. So I wanted everyone to understand that. I also have people that reach out to me that can finally sleep because of these products. I have people that have more energy because of that. And again, it's everybody's body reacting differently to this particular product. So let's go on to the next slide and talk about why ReLive Greens is the second product that's probably the most important to me. Although quickly Immune Defense Shield and Zero In are right there with it. Many of you guys know that I have had health issues throughout my life. And again, I think we all have. Listen, I think one of the reasons you guys identify with me is that I talk about the products and I talk about the problems that I've had, but I try to talk about it positively. And I try not to give up hope, because sometimes my body rebels against me. Like there's some days that I just don't feel good. I'm like you guys, you know, it's something that's a continuous battle for me, but I'm just thankful I'm here, and I'm thankful I'm alive, and I'm thankful I'm with you guys so that we can all talk together about having the best lives possible. ReLive Greens is patent pending, although I will say part of the product had a patent approved. I think you guys know this at the end of November. So it does have a patent in it, and then patent pending parts of it as well. There's also trade secrets involved in this formula. It's not just a greens formula. I just want to say that again. I say it a lot, but I want you guys to know that it has pre and probiotics in it. It is made with superfoods and greens, but we test the GMOs, we test the seeds, we test the plants. It really can help support the body to ketosis. I'm just going to say, so people ask me about, what is the weight loss program like that you're producing? Well, this is part of it. It's not just the weight loss, I say drug, and I apologize, product that's natural that I worked on. It's also the other ingredients. So for example, I think I'm the only one at the Root office who's actually taken the weight loss product. I think What happened was I got samples, and I don't think I gave them to Patrick or Ted or Clayton. First of all, they don't have to lose weight. And I really needed to get in shape because I had a lot of stuff going on. And cardiovascularly, I had gained weight. I wasn't as healthy, and I really needed to get in shape. So I used our products, my products I worked on to do that. The body has to support itself. If you're going to have ketosis going on and weight loss, you need to have as much of the good greens in your body as possible to support your metabolism and to support itself. People run into problems with ketosis if they don't have the right nutrients in their body. So this particular product will be very important to the new you, or to working on yourself becoming even a stronger individual. For me, it's a must-have. It's not a should I use this? I have so many GI issues because I've always had colitis. I've always had stomach problems. Kreider has stomach problems. I've always had issues with my stomach. And to eliminate the toxins, to make the microbiome healthy, for my body to really help itself with nutrients and minerals, ReLive Greens is a must for me. And I take probably 3 times as much as is on the label. Because when I do a green shake, I want as much of it as possible. And I say this all the time. I either use pistachio milk, cashew, or macadamia. Clayton and Ted, I think, use juice, right? Some people use water. Some people use tea. There's all different kinds of ways you can do it. One of you guys sent me I think it was Caroline sent me basically a greens dressing that she made. And in the cookbook, it talks about that as well. So it's really, really important that you guys get this in your body and you have the greens that you need. Yes, you can eat other greens. Yes, you can do all of that, but you know what you're getting when you take this particular product. And when you look at the label, one of the things that I want to make sure that you guys know and that you let your customers know is that label is not all encompassing. We don't talk about all the nutrients and vitamins. However, Tiger, I don't know if you'll have time while you're on here, but we can do it at the next one if we don't. We have a breakdown of all the vitamins and minerals that are in ReLive Greens, all the aminos, all the omegas. You're going to get that in the peptide formula too. So if you guys want to see everything again that's in that product, let the science department know, and they can send that to you so that you can hand that out. If you ask us, why isn't that on the label? It's not on a label because we use a proprietary blend of prebiotic greens, which includes a probiotic inside, right? So our label doesn't go into every single thing. You can see it under the ingredients, but we don't go into the vitamins and minerals, but we can send that to you all. You need to reach out. Patrick, it's science at International Science Nutrition Society, right? Or what is the email they need to reach out to?
science@therootbrands.com.
Okay, science@therootbrands.com. And you can get that information if you guys want it. We did a whole presentation on it, but we don't have it for today because we're going over all the products. So let's talk about, now I want you guys to go to the left side. Again, it promotes friendly bacteria in the gut. It helps with digestive problems and even boost immune system. These foods improve your metabolic health and help prevent certain diseases by supporting the body. That's really important that you guys read those facts and that you pass that on to your customers. So if you ask me what are the top benefits, it does rejuvenate your gut health and improves digestion. It does provide good bacteria, again, for the body. And a lot of times I don't think everyone's thinking about that. But listen, you want to talk about gut health. It's not just Restore. It's also ReLive Greens. It's not just Clean Slate and Clean Spirits. It's also ReLive Greens. And these greens, what should be on this that I really want to bring out is they also help clean and detoxify. Yes, they provide barriers, and yes, they provide support for the body. But they also really do help with getting the things out, which, I mean, I'm just going to say this. If I drink the greens, I have to usually use the bathroom within 30 minutes to an hour because it's helping me get out things that I shouldn't have in my body, right? So don't think that that's not good. That's something positive. It can help manage and support people that have diabetes because of how it supports the appropriate insulin in the body. It can also help with weight management, as we discussed, and it helps with the immune system. It can enhance the metabolism of a person so their body is working more effectively so they can burn fat and lose weight more safely than if they didn't take a product like this, which is why when you guys get the weight loss product, make sure you understand that you also need to take these overall products. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Restore. This was the second product that was launched at Root, and Restore for me was hugely important. I always said, if I'm going to travel and I need to take something with me and I don't have any food for 2 weeks, what can I take? And Restore was my answer to that. Of course, I would love to take ReLive with Restore, and I do that sometimes too, but I wanted something that would be in a pouch that could be taken. I also wanted something that would help with parasites and fungus and inflammation all over. Mold was a huge issue for me because I understood that when there was the pandemic or there's different viruses coming out, that we needed to control fungus and we needed to control parasites. So being able to use such high doses of turmeric curcumin and black cumin seed and aloe vera and resveratrol, it was really, really important. Part of this formula has a patent approved with the last patent that was approved. Part of it's still patent pending. So it's doubly protected and then triply protected because it has trade secrets as well. But this can really rebuild the gut microbiome and support anti-aging. Because again, when I talk anti-aging, there's nothing wrong with aging. But when you age, you want the body to work as effectively as possible. We need to use another word, which I'm trying to use longevity or reversal of aging or regeneration. But you're really trying to make the body as healthy as possible. Going on to the supplement facts and looking at all of this and how we've been certified and what we've really worked hard to do for you guys. It is non-GMO, it is vegan, it's gluten-free, it has BSCG certification. I think it's halal and kosher, but I'm not 100% sure why we don't have that on the label. We've tried to make all the products halal and kosher certified that we can. We really go through every extra step to make sure we're bringing you guys everything that possible so you guys can distribute this and give this to as many people as you can. There is 3 grams added sugar. People ask me about that all the time. I used a natural sugar from fruit. I wanted to be able to make this product work more effectively. And to do that, it really needed a type of D-ribose and sugar that would help it work more effectively through the body. I also wanted something that children could take. I was particularly worried about children that suffered from autoimmune disorders and wanted to give them the support they needed. This is an extremely effective formula. It can be used on your skin. People ask me no matter where I go what I use on my skin. And I don't know why they ask me, but they do. And I always tell them, yes, I use Reno and I actually worked on it. And I use the tea mist, but I also use our products that we take orally. And I think that's really hard for people to wrap their arms around, but it's important that you guys understand you can put this on transdermally. We have some people that have had cancer and they've used this because they can't eat anything. They put it on their skin and they've had significant results of efficacy. So I think that's really important to remember. Do not keep any of these products in the heat. Please keep them in a shelf where it's dark. Please make sure you tell people that they will last longer. They have 2-year shelf life, but you want to make sure that you keep them out of the heat because the more you put it in the heat, the more issues you can have. I even put mine sometimes in the freezer and I eat it like a popsicle, or I put it in the refrigerator because I love it cold. So anyway, and if you guys feel like it's stinging your mouth, it's because it is so strong and so impactful that it really is helping your overall body. Going on to the benefits, I think one of the major focuses, I don't think I know, my focus was mold, fungus, and parasites, and really helping the body reduce these. I had seen things in Africa, and I had seen things in Asia where we were treating different people with black cumin seed and turmeric curcumin as well as resveratrol, and we were helping people get rid of fungus and parasites. So it was extremely important to me to be able to do that, as well as to systemically impact inflammation in a positive way to reduce it. And then again, I'm going to go back to this, to impact gut microbiome. This is a overbearing, important factor in almost every product I work on. The microbiome is extremely important. You can't have a healthy heart. You can't have a healthy brain. You can't have healthy skin without the microbiome being okay. So we're trying to target that as well as boost the antibacterial and antiviral properties, help promote heart function, and help again, here it comes, weight loss and metabolism. Someone said to me they gained weight on our products. I don't know how that could ever happen, to be honest, but here's what I have to say. Just because you take these products doesn't mean you shouldn't work out. Just because you take these products doesn't mean you shouldn't eat correctly, or you shouldn't sleep, you shouldn't drink water. No, you've got to double down on your body. New year, you. Love your body, take care of your body. And that means daily putting attention on it. When I go home at night, I'm kind of a neat freak. People don't know that. I want my house to be clean. So I try to get everything as clean as possible. And then I relax. You need to think of your body like that. Clean your body every day. It's your focus every morning when you get up. It's your focus every time you go to bed. I'm going to tell you, ReLive Greens can be taken in the morning or at night. Clean Spirits can be taken in the morning or at night. Clean Slate, Restore, all of these can be taken any time of the day. There are some individuals that are known as nocturnal, and that means they like to stay up at night, right? My daughter's one of them. Everybody's body is different. If you say to me, well, something's wrong with that individual, no, that individual is a piece of art from God. They are each individuals, and we have to support that we're all different, and we have to let these products work the way they're supposed to work. Don't feel guilty if one product doesn't work for you the way it works for someone else. Support your body and love your body. I know Clayton gets sensitive when people say, well, this isn't working. I don't get sensitive, actually. I will ask questions like, has anyone else seen this? Or should we document this? But ultimately, I understand it doesn't matter if it's a pharmaceutical, biotech, or nutraceutical product. Everybody's body's different. So remember that and figure out what is best for your body. The one thing I know is we have very pure ingredients, and I've made this in a way so that they will impact the body positively. And so hopefully you guys can live a lot longer and look beautiful while you're doing it, understanding that everyone's going to use a different format. Now, our protocols that we've rolled out gradually are almost finalized. So we will have a protocol binder. We will not take those from just case studies. It'll be what we decide to do and what we think we need to do overall. Does that mean that we have the answers for everyone? No. It means that's what we will roll out as a company. So I'm extremely excited to get all that out to you guys this year too. That's another 2024 goal of ours, along with the other things. But the next thing we're going to talk about is natural barrier support, because I think this is something that people are leaving out right now that's extremely important. You guys can put this in tea. You can put it in water. I want to say this. I said it many times. Please eat when you take this product. It's very, very strong. You're talking about ingredients that are impacted and efficacious and bioavailable throughout the body. And to make it the way I made it, you have to make sure you're eating something along with it. You may say, well, I don't need to eat with it. I'm going to tell you, you need to, because of the way this product is working. To activate it and really make it more effective, you need to eat something or drink something or put it in a smoothie and do something with it, because you've got to make sure that it's working throughout the body. Vitamin D3, zinc, and vitamin C are very, very important. This is a patent pending formula. I did the zinc portion of this and the D3 part of this, as well as certain parts of the vitamin C, are part of one of the patents that has been approved. But there's part of this that's also a trade secret, and that's patent pending. This is different than other natural vitamins people are taking. Our formulas are different, and they do have patents and patent pending technology behind them. When you look at the particular index and you look at the label of natural barrier support, you'll see, depending on the country, because we did have to change these and because of the different regulatory rules, the vitamin C, this particular label, and again, this is for a reason. I want to walk through you guys with this. It says 1,000 milligrams, right? Zinc, 25 milligrams, vitamin D, 80. Just so you guys know, I just really want you guys to know this. You can take more of this if you want. We had to follow government rules in different countries on our label. Here's the hardest thing for me. Vitamin C, you're taking 2,500 milligrams when people are really sick, but yet you can't put that on the label anymore. Like a lot of countries, you can't have more than 500 milligrams, right? So you just need to make sure that you are following what you feel like your body needs. For me, having all of our products have the vitamin C really embedded, or most of them in it, That really helps my body. I am lacking vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc when you look at my body. Why? Because I have had autoimmune disorders and diseases and different things happen. A lot of that probably is because of how I was raised on a farm and pesticides, but another part is probably because of having 4 children or traveling to 89 countries. I don't know. But what I do know is I listen to my body and I take what my body needs. And this is an extremely important product for people to take. So when we came out, guys, because I keep getting these questions with different labels, when we launched the product, the initial labels weren't wrong. We just had to change some of the labels so we could hit certain governments, because what's approved in the United States is not approved in Germany. And Patrick, we need to make sure with the deck that we send out, it's the current labels, but I wanted to also walk through what some of the labels have been in the past. So we have changed those, and that will always happen. I'm just going to tell you guys, because when the different regulatory rules come out, we don't have an option but to change to follow those guidelines. And we try to do the best we can. And Patrick knows this. It's a lot to be able to handle every country and to keep everything straight and everything right. I swear, the other day we were in our office trying to remember if it was Sculpt or Crush coming out and which ingredient hadn't been shipped. And that's because we have so many things that we're juggling because of this amazing community, because of what you guys have brought, and because of how we're growing, that we have to make sure we're constantly updating. So we have legal and regulatory, and we have financials in all these different countries that we have to follow. So bear with us, but always let us know if you catch something that you're worried about. We will address it. Some of the old labels are out there, but mostly the new labels are out, because when we switch labels, we will still have the first batch that comes out, but then we switch it over to when we're trying to follow those guidelines. And I can tell you, like 2024 in March, new guidelines are going to come out in some countries, and we'll probably have to change them again. But again, listen to your body and follow what your body needs. Everybody's body needs vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And that's what I'm going to say. And when people tell me that they're worried they're getting too much, I'm not worried, because your body naturally secretes it. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that I addressed that with you guys, and that I didn't. I feel like sometimes we brush through the issues because we just have so much to go through. And I want to make sure I'm trying to address everything that's in front of me that you guys have put in front of me, so that I can alleviate any concerns that people have or address concerns that people have. So going on to the benefits of this amazing product, what are they? It's, I got to tell you, when the pandemic was happening, understanding scientifically what was helping people was extremely important to me. And looking again at the vitamin C and vitamin D and zinc, and wanting to come out with a formula that was better than anyone else, so that we could help more people, was extremely important. So I want to talk about this a little bit. This helps with your immune system integrity. That's huge, right? This helps with the activation of cells and adaptive immune responses. Huge. And if you say to me, well, it's just vitamin C and vitamin D3 and zinc. No, it's formulated in a different way. And this product is extremely helpful to people's bodies and needed for overall production of cells as well as integrity of cells. It can protect the body. This says, boy, we've got a lot of grammar issues, and I apologize in the slide deck, from oxidative damage. You got to make sure that you're protecting your body from damage. That's really, really important. And then you got to support the wound healing and the skin health. And let me just tell you this. I had this question probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Could you put this on your skin? Absolutely. If you have an area of your skin that's having a lot of problems, like you can't see it anymore, but on my nose and on my face, I will sometimes put the natural barrier support on it, because I know I'm giving direct vitamins that help support the immune response to get rid of cancerous cells. We can't claim that, but that's what I'm doing with my body. That's how I feel. Supports wound healing and skin health. I'm going to say that again. Please remember that about this product. When you take it orally, it can help too, but you can also put it on topically. You just need to mix it. You can even put it in with like Restore and then dab it on different places if you're having a problem. But any of you guys that are living in countries where there's parasites and there's fungus and there's lots of different issues like that, make sure you're using Restore on that area, and make sure you're using Clean Slate and natural barrier support. Those are really, really helpful to things like that. It can improve mood. If you don't have enough vitamin D, you're not going to be happy. If you don't have enough vitamin C and zinc, you're not going to be happy. It's simple. So it's really important. It boosts brain function. It reduces inflammatory support responses. So it's really helping the body overall in such a large way. And we overlook natural barrier support so many times, but this is something you should always have on your shelf. And when you start to feel bad, you should always take it to help support the overall body. Without us claiming anything, you need that extra support to really help your body. Let's talk about Immune Defense Shield. Immune Defense Shield is the overall winner of this month in December for me. And the reason I'm saying that is I definitely have been around a lot of viruses and bacteria. My body definitely can feel it. I can feel when I'm exposed to it. And I think there's so many different mutations of viruses going around. This particular formula has probably helped me as far as my immune system more than anything. It has your vitamins, your minerals, your flavonoids, and your enzymes working together to maintain DNA integrity and ensure proper cell function. That's huge. Protects our bodies from aging and disease. For me, that's imperative at my age. I have to have that in my body. So let's talk a little bit more about it and why it's been such a saving grace for me over the last month and a half. This particular product has a type of NAD, which really you can get in an IV formulation, but this is stabilized for 2 years. I used a particular type of NAD, but added also nicotinamide, which is a precursor to that, which really, really helps. And then I also added quercetin and trace minerals and magnesium and vitamin K2 and vitamin D3 and vitamin C. Why? Because I wanted the catalyst to be embedded in it. When you look at a NAD IV, they have these different formulations in some of the NAD IVs, and they work more effectively. They work more effectively for addiction, for cancer, for autoimmune disorders, and for cognitive functioning. And I was really looking to make something that was equivalent to an IV that you could take with you no matter where you go. This particular formula has been extremely helpful. I notice a difference within a couple of hours. I want you guys to start paying attention to your bodies when you get sick. I sometimes can take up to 6 a day, which is not on the label. But for me, it's something that really boosts my immune system. I think it's an extra layer of support. And every time I start feeling this sinus infection and this cold, because I feel like I'm continuously fighting it because of the travel and everywhere that I'm working and how I'm around so many people, this is the product that's really impacting me. And when I don't have it, there's a huge difference. I mean, I noticed a huge difference with Zero M because I need the cognitive functioning, but this particular product for my health and my well-being and even my sleep patterns helps considerably. So let's go on to the benefits, Tiger. It protects and maintains DNA integrity. And I just want to say that again, that's huge. And ensures proper cell function. Reversal of aging, you guys know that's a huge thing for me because it helps your body work more effectively. And this is a particular formula. If you want to look and feel younger, we can't claim that we're doing that for everyone, but that's the goal of this product. It enhances gene maintenance and protein formation. If you ask me how important that is, hugely important. You want to protect your lungs when you get RSV. You want to protect your heart when you get different things that have to do with viruses or bacteria. This product is really important. People that worry about oxygen levels in the skin and in the body and in the lungs and in the heart, because that's really important, right? Your skin has to have oxygen. Your lungs has to have oxygen. This regulates blood oxygen levels to be distributed throughout the body. That's hugely important. And that's one of the reasons it improves fatigue and increases energy because it's being distributed and you have more oxygen that's working more effectively. It also helps with people that have insulin issues by lowering blood sugar levels and preventing infection for those people that have autoimmune disorders that suffer from a lot of infections. This is really important. People ask me, can kids take this? NAD is something that has been studied through IVs all over the world. It is debated by a lot of different people. If I had a child that was sick, I would give them small doses of this. But again, it's regulated by every government, so I can't tell people what to do. And as always with everything, you guys need to consult with either your integrative or functional med doctor or with a healthcare professional that knows you and knows everything about you. This is an extremely important thing too, if you have anybody in your family or you suffer from cognitive issues. This product will help, just like Zero In, really with those cognitive issues in your life by supporting those areas of your body. Also, it's been known in almost every article that's written about it to reverse aging and age-related diseases. Dementia is not a natural part of aging. It's a problem with our bodies. So this is something that really supports you guys overall. And I think it's really something, if you guys don't have it, that you remember that this is something important to have, especially during this time of year. But for me, like I said, at any point, if I had someone ask me earlier, do you take it, Christina, every day? I try to remember to take it every day, but the minute I'm starting to not feel good, I take, like I said, a lot more. I take 4 to 6. On a typical day, I take 2. Let's go on to Zero In, because we're almost at 2 o'clock and Patrick's so excited about the marketing meeting we're getting ready to go into.
Can't wait.
So Zero In, guys, I literally during Christmas, I had a lot of articles to write and also went skiing, as some of you guys know. I really, really told myself I'm going to take a break from Zero In because I want to see if I can, because I know some people take Zero In their body, because your body can adapt, because it's an adaptogenic where you don't need it as much. For me personally, just so everyone knows, my mood, like for me, it's more of a mood thing. And it's also a word thing. Patrick may catch this. Sometimes I have so much going on and I have a speech impediment, so I can't always say things right. I will get words mixed up and not be able to say them if I have not taken Zero In that day. I can't write as effectively if I have not taken Zero In that day. I can't speak as well or communicate as well, which is extremely important to me. I'm not as calm. I don't have as good of dreams. I can't sleep as well. I take it in the morning. I'm not like Clay. I don't take it at night. He loves taking it at night. I think he took 4 this morning during my Instagram live. I took 1 because I will catch when I get in. I can tell if I haven't taken it, and I'll say, guys, I've got to have a Zero In. I keep it at my desk, but someone will sometimes bring it to me. This is extremely important to me. If you're in a person that can't take Zero In because you're allergic to one of the ingredients, or you say it bothers you, then that's fine. But for me, and for a lot of us at the Root office, it's an extremely important product. We always have to be on. And this is something that's been a game changer in my life. This has impacted me in such a positive way. I can't even tell you. I don't have another product to compare it to. I've worked on a lot of adaptogenics, a lot of nootropics. You probably have other companies out there that say Christina Rahm worked on this or Christina Cook worked on this. Yes, I have, but I've never worked on something as effective as this. And this is something that is extremely important, in my opinion, for people that really need to have an adaptogenic or nootropic. So let's go on to the supplement facts. And Tiger, I'm going to have to go quicker through these slides, unfortunately. This has 12 HBP. It's a proprietary brain blend. There was an existing formula that Clay brought to me, actually, and then I changed it. He brought a formula he had worked on with someone else, another scientist, to help develop it, but he helped guide him. Clayton is very intelligent scientifically. He's just not a formulator. That's not been his background, but he understands really what needs to happen, just like a lot of you guys do when you're working on a product. I really got into sourcing the pine bark and the velvet bean, and the turmeric root, of course, is something I've worked with for years. I had worked on another product with L-theanine and L-tyrosine and 12-HBP. I did add a lot of the stuff that's in there when it came to the seed powder and the percentage of the pine bark and where I got it. Understanding that I put some hallucinogenics in it if they were at a higher dose. I lowered the dose so it would work as an adaptogenic and a nootropic and really support the body so that you could really help with overall performance, whether it was sexual, cognitive performance, working out, whatever area. For me, it was really important that you could support it. When I first worked on the first variation, it was more for sexual functioning. Then I changed it and altered it a little bit so that it would hit more of the cognitive function as well as performance for athletes. So just so you guys know, this is a product that has taken off like crazy and wildfire. Literally, if you just give people a packet of it or a couple of these pills, they will notice a huge difference. We've had it happen all over the world. So it's not just something for the brain. It also, if you go to the next slide for benefits, it also regenerates microbiome and improves it. You guys hear this trend, microbiome, right? Ted Baker came in my office after the Instagram. We were talking about the marketing meeting, and he said, Christina, can you do this presentation? and Tiger will laugh about this because he said, can you talk about microbiome? I said, absolutely, it's already in there. And Ted said, I really feel like we need to hit upon that. I said, well, it's all over the deck. So if I'm not hitting on that, someone needs to let me know. And Patrick, hopefully I am, because it is really important. Your microbiome actually helps with your immune system. It helps with everything. This is targeting the microbiome and neurotransmitters, not just in the brain, but throughout the body, which includes the heart, includes the blood, includes overall transmission throughout the body. It's extremely important. That's why you're seeing an enhancement in mood and stress and tension. I can tell you I'm not as happy as a person, which makes me mad at myself sometimes, but this product improves the level of happiness, because sometimes there's days, just like you guys, where I feel like it's too much. There's too much pressure. There's too much weight on my shoulders. I can't do it. I need a break. You guys feel that too. You guys are so nice to me. You're always like, you need a break, Christina, please take a break. You guys need a break too. 0 in is my break. 0 in is what I give to myself when I just can't take it, which is a lot of different days. Now, do I proactively do it at the beginning of the day? Yes. But if I've had a very, very hard day, or if I haven't slept because I'm traveling everywhere, then I take a couple of these, right? I don't go to 4 like Clay. I'll be very honest. I don't know how that would even work with me. It would be crazy, I think. So I've never done that. But I do understand people need 4 or 5 a day. I know that the label says 4, and the reason for that is because of the dosing, but I do understand some people. I know Regina's talked to me about it. It helps her overall. So you guys, again, need to listen to your body. Someone asked me about hypertension and heart failure, because people know that I, have heart issues in my family. This absolutely helps that area for me too. So it's really important that you guys understand. Yes, it has L-tyrosine and L-theanine, but it also has a lot of different ingredients that can help not just with neural transmission, but cardiovascular, as well as microbiome and gut health. So let's go on to Give Me Back My Youth. Give Me Back My Youth was something that Clay put a lot of pressure on me for. He really wanted something with collagen and colostrum. I came out with a collagen where I use 4 types of collagen. I came out with a vegan collagen that I wrote patents around. Clayton wanted a collagen and a colostrum. I do know that some of you guys want the vegan collagen, and Patrick, I'm going to bring that up in the marketing meeting today. I do have one I formulated that we could absolutely produce, but we couldn't come out with 2 at the same time. Every time we come out with something, again, we go through regulatory, and we go through all the different things, shipping, logistics, everything that we have to do for every single product across the world. But this is something that was really needed for skin, lung, and gut barriers. Again, microbiome, right? Again, skin, again, aging process. You can see what we're hitting, which is why we're coming out with a longevity program, which will show you guys how we're really helping with longevity and aging, which is why at the World Economic Forum, we're speaking against depopulation, and we're speaking for people living longer and living healthier and supporting people in this world. This company is not for hurting anyone. This company is for supporting and providing solutions throughout the world. And this particular formula helps the whole body's immune system by supporting it in the collagen and colostrum that the body really needs. It's not healthy to keep drinking milk when you're older, which is why a lot of people don't, right? But this is something that has the peptides in it that can support the overall body. So let's go on to the label, Tiger. The label talks about the hydrolyzed bovine collagen and the whole colostrum powder. These animals go through a cruelty-free program, which I've never seen anywhere, so that they're treated appropriately and it's handled appropriately. It's a 50-page document where the animals are treated so that they're not harmed, and so that this is part of the natural aging process. And when this is used, then the animals are not harmed in the process. So I do understand because of religion, and I also understand because people are vegans, why they would want another formula. But this first one that came out has been able to really help people all over the world. Studies showed that bovine colostrum stimulates the growth of the intestinal cells and strengthens the gut wall. So any of you guys that have issues with aminos or the gut or microbiome, this is an extremely important product for you. Let's go on to the next slide, Tiger. There's a question I missed, by the way, Patrick. If I need to answer it afterwards, I can. I didn't see it. This helps with skin health and decrease visible signs of aging, such as wrinkles. So I put this on my skin sometimes. I make it in a powder. I put Restore in it, and I will put ReLive Greens, and I will put on my skin. I notice a huge difference. I don't do it all the time. To be honest, I don't have time to do it all the time because I am working a lot and there's so much going on, but I try to do it like during the break. I did it to really help my skin with the collagen, because again, as you age, I don't want to use fillers. It's just not what I want to do. I'm okay with other people doing it, but I don't use fillers. And this is a natural way to put collagen and colostrum in the skin without having injections. So I did want to make sure that you guys know this. It also helps with bone loss, boost immunity, again, promotes digestive system, strengthens gut health, optimizes performance. So it's really, really important. You guys that work out, you guys that are worried about osteoarthritis and all the different things that go along with aging, this is really important. Or if you're not worried about aging and you're in your teens or 20s, this is something that supports your overall health as well. It's not just for people that are older. It's for everyone, right? And if you're a vegan, again, I will bring this up in the meeting because I know I've heard a lot of you guys that do want a vegan formulation, which I've already done. We would just have to launch it. Let's go on to Root Sculpt. So, Root Sculpt. All the bottles, by the way, guys, have been changed to these amber bottles, so they're more professional. It was a lot more expensive for the company, but we wanted things that were better in the containers that would keep the heat out, as well as we used different products in the bottle so that it would not leach into any of our formulas. We're going a step further with everything, even packaging at Root. This was designed to assist the body in supporting weight loss. It targets glucose, also caloric absorption, appetite suppression, increased fat burning. It's a proprietary blend. I used another patent along with my patent in this formula, so it's multifaceted. It assists with the reduction of calories and it targets regulation. It's really good for glucose levels and increases fatty acid breakdown. I've been asked many times, if you're really skinny, should you take this product? No. I'm just going to tell you, I lost too much weight on this product. I don't, if you need to monitor and take this slow. If you don't need to lose a lot of weight, don't just take a bunch of this product because this is going to work in your body. I can't claim it's going to fix everything, but you're going to notice a difference. So let's go on to the label. And you're going to have a whole session on this. So this is just a quick breakdown. I used InnoSlim, which is something that I've worked with before in the past and consulted on. It was extremely important to put that in there for me. Valerian root, which, by the way, valerian root can help with sleep, but it can also help with metabolism. White kidney beans, again, it's helping with digestion and metabolism and the calories. GMBMY sylvestri, I never say it right, is another one that I use that I thought was extremely important to help. I've had great results for that. Some people are sensitive to it. I'm just going to let you know. You will notice an increase in energy. The ginger root, the same way. You guys know ginger helps with the microbiome, but it also helps with the metabolism and the calories and the insulin. It's multifaceted. It's going to help basically with your calories. It's not like Ozempic, like the shot that people are using. It is a natural version, and I'm hoping, because of some of the products that people are using for weight loss are not really good for them. I'm hoping they will switch to this, because I think this will be just as effective, but it'll be healthier with less side effects for the overall body because it is natural. So let's go on to the benefits. And again, you're going to have a whole presentation about this, so don't be upset that this is brief. It reduces excess glucose, caloric absorption, appetite suppression. You will not be as hungry. Patrick may have noticed over the last 3 or 4 months that I don't really want to eat. I'm not a huge eater. Everybody that knows me knows I don't eat a lot of food, right? But this makes me not hungry. It helps with the fat burning. I have noticed a huge difference in my stomach and in my bottom and in my legs. I don't have a lot of cellulite anymore, which was important to me. I was noticing some as I aged and I hated it. So it really made me happy in that level. And Clayton even has said before, gosh, I can't believe how different your legs look. I did not tell Clayton I was taking it. I have to be honest. Clayton would have taken it from me and I wanted this product. And so It helped with fat burning, calorie reduction, glucose levels, which is extremely important to me. I'm pre-diabetic. Our whole family has issues generationally with that, and I really needed something that could help me. Fatty acid breakdown, assist in healthy weight loss. This is a fantastic product. I'm very excited, but for some people, they may not be able to take it. And again, this is not for people that are skinny. This is not for people that have anorexia. This is for people that really want to support their overall health by losing weight and by helping with insulin levels. I apologize, guys. My phone keeps ringing. So let's move on to Root Crush, remembering that we're going to have huge sessions on this. These are just breakdowns. This is a powerful amino acid and antioxidant. It's designed for overall health and fitness. This was something Patrick sent me different formulas. Ted sent me formulas. Clayton sent me formulas. And my overall goal was to create a formula no one else had. And I wanted something that we could push out to all these countries legally, because peptides and aminos, that's like a iffy situation. Some countries allow it for injection, some don't, including some states in this country. So I really wanted something designed that would help people, regardless of their age, with what they look like, and really support their muscle mass and what they look like as far as working out, improvement in that strategy. And I know this sounds weird, but I always look at what is the strategy? The strategy is to look and feel better. The strategy is for your overall body to be amazing. If you're the queen of your body, the king of your body, then make it look good, right? And that's our goal with this. So the label, let's go to the next label, and it's pretty extensive because this is a peptide formula. I'm not going to go over everything on this deck because we're behind and Patrick and I have to go to a meeting. We've got a lot of different things embedded into this formula, as well as Terrasod. Terrasod was embedded. It has a patent around it. I also have a patent around this particular formula. Part of it's approved, part of it's patent pending. So you've got multifaceted things in here. Terrasod's in it because I wanted all the omegas, all the aminos, all the vitamins, all the nutrients to support also the peptides and to support the body in its interaction. I also added natural things that most peptides don't have, like your juniper berry, your grapeseed extract, your milk thistle, the phytoplankton's one of them, L-glutathione, a lot of different things. And a lot of peptides, and Patrick knows this, has the L-glutathione. If Patrick asked me, Christina, why didn't you put some of these other peptides? I tried to put every peptide I could, but because of regulatory laws, and we tried to look into every country as much, I tried to, as much as I could. I was not perfect in the formulation of this. Switzerland, I think we're not storing it there, but you'll still be able to get it. But again, my goal was to launch something that will impact this community and bring in other people outside of this community to really help with overall health. So the benefits are muscle support and growth, endurance and energy regulation, immune system, collagen synthesis for skin and joints, as well as for the overall body, just so you guys know. Mood and cognitive support, yes, this is something that will target that as well. Detoxification and liver health, antioxidant defense, anti-inflammation benefits. It really does reduce inflammation as well, and it promotes overall cellular health. Again, you're promoting cellular health and DNA, so your body is enhanced, right? So it can work more effectively. And this is without an injection. Now, if you ask me, can people still do the injection? Yes, but they can go home with this particular product and take it every day as well. Okay, so we're going to get through really quick, Tiger. I'm going to rush through this for the Root community, and I apologize it's so fast. Let's talk pucker performance. Pucker performance is being redone because I don't like the wand. It does not work as well as I want it to work. So I am really working on making this work more effectively for the lips. Along with this, we will launch a complete new skincare line that goes along with the T-Mist and Reno. I'm bringing in peptides. So just like the aminos and the peptides that are in Crush, I'm bringing that into the skincare. I want to impact the overall health. I'm adding the phytoplanktons. I'm really going in so that we will have this full line. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on pucker performance. In fact, Tiger, you can go through those slides because I'm redoing this particular formulation so that it can be better for the Root community. So if you guys want this product now, go ahead and get it because you're going to have another formulation later. Era facelift. People love the facelift, including my children. I love the face mitts. I put it on before my makeup. I put it on after. If I don't use it, you can tell a difference. My face is oily. I don't look great that day. In fact, yesterday I didn't use it and I looked exhausted and I was constantly doing this to my face. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't use the face mist. It really is something that helps because of the ingredients, like your niacin and your malic acid and the formulation and all the different teas that are embedded into it are extremely beneficial for the skin. It helps some people with acne. It helps some people with wrinkles. It's been able to really help people overall as far as brightening the skin and making the skin look more alive and succulent. And it's really important because when people see you up front, like you can see someone on social media and you're like, they look great. And then you meet them in person and you're like, what happened to their skin? It's really important that you have this youth boosting immune formulation that comes in this particular formula. So I am not changing the formulation of this. If you go on to the next slide, you will see all the ingredients. And I have to say this, I do not like working on formulas that have this many ingredients. But for me, the different extracts and the different flowers and the different leaves, the different plants were really important. And because it's been so well received and because I've loved it so much personally, I'm not changing it. I used a lot of natural ingredients. There are some things that I thought about taking out because I don't love exactly where the extract comes from, but it would change the complete formulation. So we are leaving this the same. It has everything from carrots to cranberries to white tea. I could go lavender, I can go on and on. This is a really great formulation. It can be used on certain skin disorders to help. So if any of you guys that have texted me that it helps with stuff like that, I do know that it does, yes. But it can also make the overall skin look really, really great. Let's go on to the benefits. It reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, which is important to me. It stimulates skin cell growth. I want to say that again. It stimulates skin cell growth and it increases skin elasticity and skin hydration. That's why you notice a huge difference, guys, when you use this products. It also improves age spots. Just so you guys know, when I have age spots on my skin, when you guys see me in Europe, you can look at them. So I have to like really dab it on those spots. And I put it on my hands too, because as you age, your hands and your arms have skin spots as well. So this is something that I use for my own skin, and we've been able to help people all over the world with this particular formulation. Ella Pure Reno. Ella Pure, okay, I see you guys asking earlier if it's back in stock. The answer is it's being filled right now. The bottles are being filled. The formulation was done. I could not get the phytoplankton for a while. It's sourced from one place. And so that is back. My sister-in-law, Ashley Thomas, which she doesn't, Jerkovich is her last name now, but it's Clayton's sister. She texted me and she was so upset because she couldn't order this product. And she asked me if I had any. And I said, I have one bottle, but it's almost gone. And she goes, how can the owner of a company not have the product? I said, that's a great question. That is a great question. I love this product. I use it on my legs. I use it on my stomach. I don't think I have it in here. I might, but it helps with cellulite for me a lot. I use that along with on my stomach, on my thighs, on my legs. So I don't know if it's a weight loss product or this product that have really helped me. Let's go on to the label. It definitely visibly confirm your skin. A lot of people wanted a moisturizer added to this, and I tell people to use MCT or coconut oil or to use different stuff like olive oil. Sometimes I use with it, but I will tell you when the other line comes out that you guys are going to have, you'll have plenty of moisturizer to use along with this. This is kind of tightening your skin, so it can look like it's drying it. So make sure you understand that because it's helping the skin increase elasticity. It's stimulating the skin cell growth. So you're noticing changes. I always use it with a tea mist on my face and my neck and on my chest. So you guys may want to add that to it. Sometimes if I'm really dry, like I'm sure when I go to Switzerland, probably Germany, I may mix it with some MCT oil or some olive oil that you can get almost anywhere. So the next slide talks about how it softens and dries dehydrated skin. But again, it doesn't always look that way. So just know that that's typical with some people. It does help even out the appearance of skin tone. It soothes the skin. It helps with the appearance of fine lines. This product has been loved all over the place. So if it doesn't work with your skin, don't be distraught. We've got a huge system coming out with peptides that will go along with this or stand alone that you guys can use as well. I'm super excited about it. And then I also want to talk about the Skin Defense and Envirem. The Envirem Skin Defense is extremely important because it really does help with a lot of different things. Guys, I made this particular product during the pandemic. I had worked with hypochloric acid. I had worked with like different things that really helped overall in the body. I have worked on different skincare lines, but I really wanted something that you could take orally as well. I use this orally in my mouth, ears, and nose, but that's not what it's approved for. It's approved for skin. The reason we did not do it as a nutraceutical is because it probably would not have remained a nutraceutical. We wanted to create a product that could be used and could protect people's bodies inside and outside. So I spray this all over me. I will tell you again, I use it on my face. I use it on my chest. I use it on my arms. I use it everywhere. And if I have any kind of bite or infection, I think Patrick knows this. He's shaking his head. Ted knows this. It helps with a lot of different things. And yes, we have a formulation of this for animals. I'm going to cut it off, Patrick, before the animals, because we just won't be able to get through it if you and I are going to get to the next meeting. But, and what I'll do is I'll finish it, Patrick, on the next one before I go into the weight loss product. But just so you guys know, this particular product, I really wanted to protect people with this product and Envirem against the pollution, against 5G, against all the airborne viruses, about all the stuff that I felt like was happening all over the world. This is like a shield. So please make sure you're using this. If you have not used it, please make sure that you've tried it, because it is something that's multifunctional. It's something that can be used with a lot of different things. I have one person, actually more than one person, that have actually, they use it with inhaling it to make sure they help with their lungs. So there's lots of different things. We have to be very careful because of the formulation of this, to not give too much advice on it. And Tiger, I'm not going to go on to the next slide, but I am going to tell them with Envirem, you guys are going to hear me in Europe. What we're going to do in Europe is I'm going to pick a different topic at each location, and I'm going to be rolling out different things at each location. But we're going to talk about Envirem and Skin Defense and how they went out with the Mercy Dupree clothing line, and how you guys are bringing that to the world as a first-time thing to help the world all over the place and protecting their bodies against a lot of things that a lot of people don't even understand. So it's hard. You guys are educating people, and people are like, what? This doesn't even make sense. And a lot of people don't even believe all the stuff that's happened, but you guys are prepared and will continue to be educated so you can help more and more people. So we're at the end of this because we have to go. We do have more products. Patrick, we just have to remember, we'll take the slide deck. We'll start it in the beginning next week, and then I'll get into the weight loss product and program next week. So you guys have to tune in.